Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirits, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, beautiful viewers. Although today there isn't a whole lot of intuition. Well, there's always intuition, but I'm using the Lenormand cards, which are meant to be read exactly as they come out, because there is a little different than tarot. If you're new to the Lenormand cards, each card has a specific meaning, and then depending where they fall with the other cards, they tell a story. So this will probably be one of the last readings I'll do here for a while. I am taking a little bit of a break, so we're going to be doing more of a generalized sort of reading to see what's coming up, what do these cards want to tell you, and you can apply this to your life whenever you click on this video. We do have 3 options to choose from, so you could certainly be resonating with all 3, 2, 1, none. That's going to be up to you. And of course, you use your intuition as far as what is coming through, if it is something that applies to you. For those of you guys still looking at the zodiac readings, I will be doing that for the new moon now. I will be aligning the monthly readings with the new moon, and it'll be more like the lunar months rather than the calendar months, because I do find that actually works a lot better for those zodiac readings, hence why you haven't seen my November monthly reading for the zodiacs. All right, so you should probably hear from me around the new moon for that. Beautiful viewers, 3 options. Select whichever pile you are called to, and I will see you guys at your pick. This is 1, 2, 3. The timestamp will be in the description box and in the pinned comment below. It'll take you directly to your pick, and I will see you there. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. You picked the Malefique Lenormand. If you just skip through the beginning, I want to let you guys know that Lenormand decks aren't generally read with a whole lot of intuition, because they are read in conjunction with each card. They have a very specific meaning. Of course, each author might change the meaning slightly, so not every reader will read the exact same meaning for the cards. So I will do my best to communicate, and of course, when I am stuck, I do lean on my intuition. We'll pull a few oracle cards as well, which obviously will be read intuitively to communicate a general message for you. This could be a very important message, or it could just be something you're needing to hear. I have no idea what's coming out, but please use your intuition as you see fit. Now, I did mention this will be probably one of the readings that last readings I'll do for a bit, because I am taking some time here to get some stuff done for myself. So you might not hear from me for a while, but if you are one of those who tap into my zodiac readings, I will be doing the zodiac readings on the new moon, because I'm now aligning all my zodiac readings for the lunar month and not the calendar month. Just makes a whole lot of sense to do it that way energetically with the moon. So you will be hearing the zodiac readings coming out with the new moon, and in case you're wondering what the heck happened to me. All right, so let us take a look at your beautiful reading here. Pile 1, you picked the Malefique Lenormand, and we're going to be doing a 9-card tableau, and this is a general message here for pile 1 spirit. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 1. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. And thank you so much, pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you. What does pile 1 need to hear? What is this message about, spirits? Clear and concise. Thank you so much. All right, so we have the man, and we have the house. We'll lay all your cards first, and then we'll do your reading. And we have the woman. Interesting. We have the ring. We have the fish. We have the key. Oh, we have the snake. I was going to say, this is such a positive reading until this snake came along. Rats and the rats. The snake and the rats. All right, one more. And the crossroads. Yoicks. Okay. Just let me tap into this. I'll pull your oracle cards after because I don't want to be influenced by those just yet. Okay, so I'm going to read this as you are this masculine energy here, because generally first card showing an energy attached to a person will be the querent, which is you. So I'm going to read you as this man. Now, you don't have to be male, but coming through as masculine energy. And there's the woman right here. So I'm going to read the first line here. And what this is telling me is that there is a familial person, a woman. So this could be your spouse. This could be your mother, sister, coming through as feminine energy here. Somebody that you consider family or home. There is some concern around stability, around family matters, around, yeah, there's like security, stability, living in together, creating a family home with this woman. So I feel like you're involved with a woman who is very concerned here with the stability between you and her. So you might not necessarily be, because I feel like this energy is coming mostly from this woman here. And I feel like this is something that might be getting in between the two of you guys. Because I do feel intuitively there is a sort of a gap in energy. So maybe there's conflict in the house right now, or maybe there's conflict about stability or family matters here. Does feel like a no communication situation to me. But that, like I said, is more intuitive. Okay, so we have the man, the fish, and the crossroads. So I feel like you're about to make a decision. You're sitting on a decision here about bringing in abundance for yourself. You're considering, what does abundance look like? And abundance could be a whole bunch of things. Wealth, it could be you're sitting on a decision about moving in with someone, committing to someone, stability with someone, the benefits to you about situating yourself with someone. So maybe you're considering a dynamic between this feminine and yourself. But either which way, there is a decision, and I feel like this decision is falling on you. Not sure which way to go. The fact that we have the fish in the center here, this is a lot of abundance, because fish represents wealth and abundance. But you're in heavy contemplation which way to go. If you're not resonating with the person here who is the one sitting on a decision, and I feel kind of a stuck energy here, then you might be resonating as the woman, which is the flip energy here. But like I said, I'm reading for the person here who showed up the first position. And so you might be curious about another energy here in regards to home, stability, family. Could be anybody that you either lived with or want to live with or consider as a family member or family situation, okay? I'm feeling heavy Leo energy. It's not showing here, but it's coming through. And Aquarius I'm feeling. Don't ask me why. Okay, so, and there might be other signs, just for those of you guys who are needing that. So, the man, the ring, and the snake. Oh boy. Okay, so the ring is all about commitment, which I feel like this is the contemplation. This is the decision in regards to a commitment, a contract, buying a home, committing to living together, offering commitment to a family member or to creating a family. There's some sort of commitment, some sort of contract here. But I feel like the last card with the snake here is something you can't really necessarily trust. So I feel like this man energy, is not really trusting this commitment, not really thinking this commitment is for the greatest benefit, that there could be something sneaky about it, something untrusting about it, something that is not going to be so beneficial. So I can see both of these sides kind of being this crossroads. Is it going to be beneficial and wealthy for me, or is this going to be something that bites me in the ass, something I can trust? And this could certainly be somebody who has broken an offer, a commitment, a contract, or very concerned about a contract or commitment going sideways that is untrustworthy. So this could be a legal contract, like I said, as, you know, signing the papers to buy a home or move in, or it could just be a further commitment about living together, creating a family. But there's a lot of mistrust. Also, the snake could represent the other woman in some way here. We have the woman, so I don't know, there's something about you maybe not trusting this woman. So if this is roommate type energy, you're not sure if this person is trustworthy or not to offer commitment to. This could be marriage, because a house and the ring and the man and the woman certainly be marriage. So maybe you're considering a proposal of sorts, but you've been hurt, or you're not quite sure if you will be hurt, or whether this will be fruitful for you or not. So you're sitting on that. Okay, so we have the ring, the fish, and the key. This is one option, I think, one solution. It's like, if you commit here, is the answer to your problems? Is this the solution here that's going to bring in abundance? You offering commitment, you offering, making an offer here of signing this contract or whatever commitment contract you're looking at. The one aspect, you're seeing this as the solution, as the answer, as the missing piece of information that is what you're looking at doing or deciding to do here. And then I see the other decision right below that with the snake, the rats, and the crossroads as something that's nagging at you, that maybe there is something you cannot trust. And since this falls away from this lady, I feel like you can't trust yourself. I feel like you can't trust yourself to commit. I feel like you can't trust yourself to sign a contract or to be in some sort of formal commitment. That you feel you are not trustworthy. So this is nagging at you, and I feel like the nagging here is you making this decision. You're really bothered by this decision, and this thing is annoying, and you're sitting with it, and it's nagging. And it bothers you maybe that you see yourself as someone who is untrustworthy, or who could get hurt in a situation. So I feel you're at a, like I said, a crossroads. You're not moving. You might feel pressure. I feel there is a woman energy who's like expecting or looking or breathing or wanting or waiting. That's how I feel from this energy. So there might be pressure to agree to some sort of commitment, or to be in some sort of arrangement that's you're not quite sure about. So then we have the house, the fish, and the rats. So we see that after the house with the fish, this is like abundance, creating the stability, abundance in the home. But that's what's nagging you. It's like, I feel you understand that there is some sort of abundance to be had, some sort of wealth to be attained in some way, future abundance, wealth, stability that would bring you security, long-term happiness, but it nags at you because the other side of this you see as something that is untrustworthy. So you're irritated by this whole thing, and it's weighing heavy on you. Now we have the woman, the key, and the crossroads. So I feel like this being the solution here, you seeing this person, this woman, as one option, or the information, the decision, the answer to something here, as being part of the decision. It's like, if I decide this, then I'm choosing this woman, this person. It's like understanding that this person is the answer or the solution to something here, but you're still deciding whether this is someone who is the right person. Yeah. Okay, so this is quite an interesting energy. Let's read the snake, the fish, and the woman. I feel like the energy here is the woman energy is looking at a part of this part, the dark side, I guess, if you will, as something that is abundant. I feel like the energy here is like maybe masking parts of this situation that are not healthy or do not work or untrustworthy in some way, or masked up as abundance, or masked up as something that is worthy of this commitment or this offer. So, because I am reading for you, you might feel as though this person doesn't see a certain side of you, or this certain side of this situation, or a certain side that might not go very, very well, and might be more blinded by the benefits of whatever this is, this offer, this commitment. All right. Then, yeah, I guess we've read every single diagonal and row and column that we can here. Let's pull some oracle cards to see what comes out here, because this is a lot, and I don't know that it's giving you guidance, because I feel like you probably already know about your decision. So I'll pull some oracles, see if we get what we need. If not, then we'll pull some more Lenormand cards and see what Spirit's trying to communicate to you. But let's see. So Spirit, what is this situation all about here for pile 1? Why are they being delivered this message? Thank you so much, Spirit. We have personality. Ooh. We have evermore. Oh my gosh. Are you guys considering marriage? Look at this. We have the man, the woman. They're getting married, but they have wings. So they're obviously like they've passed away in some way. It's like together forever. Personality. Maybe you guys feel like you're not, like I said, there's something about you here with personality, like, is untrustworthy, or you're, I mean, snake could mean healing and having to heal from something, but I feel like in the Lenormand, the snake is something you can't really trust. So I feel there's something you're not trusting, and I feel it is about yourself to commit to this marriage, to this commitment, to coming together, to building a home. That this person, I don't know, like, I do feel like you feel this person is a solution or an answer or abundance, because all around this person I see abundance, solution, knowledge, wisdom, the answer, the person, the key. And then I see you as being someone who is contemplating a dark side here. And I feel it is of your own personality, of your own ability to commit in some way. We have change. Okay, so that would require you to change something about yourself. And we have witch. I'm not getting too much from witch here, other than maybe you feel a little bit like in order for things to change, shift, for you to be different, or for things to work, there has to be some sort of magic, or how could it happen? Because you can't necessarily change like that, right? Because we see change here. So this would require you to change. And I think you feel like you're incapable of change. You're incapable of offering yourself to this commitment, to this woman. For a lot of you guys, this is marriage, or what you think marriage means to you, a lifetime of commitment here, but would require, yeah, like some sort of abstract way to do this, some non-common way to do this. Okay, Spirit, can we get a little bit more for pile 1? We have pivot. Sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea, so that your life can flow more easily and effortless. When you can't say effortless, I can't say it. What's going on with me? Maybe someone has a stutter. Effortlessly. And effortless. How could you pivot even just a little bit? I can't read that. Okay, so Mr. Effortlessly, how can you pivot? There's something about you, I feel here, and you're really fixated, stuck on something, because I feel like it is an inability to be flexible, an inability to allow there to be change. And it could be just the next step in a relationship and a commitment here of sorts, because there is a lot of fear. A fear of getting hurt, a fear of hurting another, a fear of the dark shadows. What could go wrong? But I feel like with the rats, it's, you know, it's like more of our thoughts nagging at us than it is a reality. It's like irritations that we carry because we believe these things, and it starts to get to us, but not necessarily a truth of a situation. I feel like the fish right in the center here is abundance, is wealth, is, that's like a 10 of cups, a 10 of pentacles. So I feel like you know that this is the answer, the solution to something here, but you're just sitting at a crossroads, indecisive, because of your own inability to change here. You're being asked to pivot. You're being asked to wiggle a little bit to... Okay, we have protect. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. So, protection and witch here. Do you feel like maybe you are unable to set healthy boundaries, like you'd lose part of yourself, part of your personality here? I feel you feel like you get lost here with this sort of a commitment, with this sort of a decision, a contract, that you're a part of you that you're not wanting to change, maybe. So you want to protect a side of your personality, and a side of you here that you want to keep intact. the side maybe that you feel would be threatened. So you're being asked to lay boundaries. And you'd have to communicate what those boundaries are. Let it go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentments you've been holding on to. It's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. So like I said, this negativity is falling on your side. You're hanging on to some pain here. You're hanging on to some doubt. You're hanging on to a way that you think you are, or that you've experienced, that is not allowing you to move forward, not allow you to be happy. And I don't know, because this is showing me that this is happiness, but with all this big question mark, I don't know. Like, I'm questioning, does this make you happy? Like, if this person does make you happy, like if there's no doubt, because I don't see there's a doubt about this person at all. I see the biggest doubt is all around you and some internal thing about being able to change, being able to do something here that's not, that you feel uncomfortable with. This is coming from a past energy here. And what you're being asked to do is let that go. You're being asked to understand what it is that is past energy. And you're also being asked to release whatever negativity you have here in order for there to be a decision. Okay, because the key is like choosing the right decision, making the right, opening the right door, making the right option here. And the right option, I feel, you feel, based on what I see here, where the abundance and the wealth is in commitment, is in the offer, in the contract. And making this this contract or this commitment to this other person here. Okay, so there's something you definitely got to let go within self here. We'll pull one more. Yeah, change coming out for a second time. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. Pivot, align. So this message is very, 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 very consistent. And I think you probably already know this, because I don't want to pressure you to do something here that you don't want to do. But I feel like you want to do something here, but you're held back because of things that are scary, that don't exist. And if they exist in your mind, then they're existing for you. But I think the only place it exists is in your mind. And I mean, I guess it's normal if you're about to commit to someone or get married that you'd have this sort of, I don't know, review, if you will. But I feel like there's a big emphasis here on having to change. But I feel like you might not want to change a certain part of you. And then there's a part of you here that requires change, the unhealthy part, the part that you're being asked to let go of. And I feel you're hanging on to that. And that is why you're sitting in this inability to make a decision for what's beneficial to you. Okay, this decision is beneficial to you. This decision brings abundance to you. And you're really, really torn and being in your mind. This is giving me 9 of Swords, anxiety about coming together. So, I'll pull 3 cards. And then we'll wrap up, because I don't think I need any more Lenormand cards. I think we pretty much know what this is. It's not going to change to any different message other than you needing to understand here a part of yourself that needs to really be looked at. And you got to pivot by how you're seeing this and what you're telling yourself and what sort of energies you're hanging on to that aren't allowing you to be free to make the right decision for you. Distant horizons. So, I mean, the ship is all about travel. The ship is movement. And then we have the anchor, which is commitment. But an anchor is also a heaviness here. So maybe we feel a heaviness of having to commit in some way. Maybe you have to travel. You have to make something happen here. And distant horizons just could mean like in the near future. So, I mean, this is pretty much reinforcing the message, but it's not really giving us any sort of guidance. So, Spirit, why are we seeing this distant horizons message? You have to communicate something. 7 is the Chariot in the tarot, which is movement, which is also travel. Distant horizons. You're going to have to communicate something about travel, communicate something about your need for travel, something that needs to be communicated, or you may receive a message in regards to this. I feel like you're delivering a message. Adjudication. Oh my goodness. Marriage. Are you offering? Oh my gosh. Because I was reading this like really like a dark energy here. Like seeing this marriage, this commitment as something really like negative in some way, even though right in the middle, like I said, this fish is like the most abundant card here in the tarot. So positive. So, but like, I feel like you're the one offering a proposal. You're the one offering, yeah, like you're the one that's coming up with this contract, this offer. And I feel like you're going to ask somebody here for something. So it could still fall towards a contract for a home here with the adjudication, something legal. But I feel like it's more than that. I feel like it is an offer to marry. Okay, now if it's not getting legal system, I mean, this is symbolic of you offering for someone to commit to them long-term, to come together in some way that would change your life, that would change your position in life right now. But there is concern about your own self and maybe how you would be in this sort of dynamic that's holding you back, that's not allowing you to make this decision just yet. But I feel like you're the one who is, I don't know, coming through with this message, with this offer, with this commitment, and you'd have to do it. Like, this is movement. Like, you would have to go to this person with this piece of offering or this message or this delivery of whatever you want to solidify things. This would make things official. This would make things official. And it would make things official forever and ever more. Happily ever after. And I could see how that could be very scary. So nobody can make that decision but you. And I guess that's where you're at. So I don't know. The only advice you really have here is to let go of whatever is holding you back, because I feel like you already know the answer. You put the answer right beside this woman here. All right. That's all I have to say about that. That was quite the message. Oh my goodness. Keep me posted. All right. I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, my beautiful. Pile number 2, you picked Under the Roses, Lenormand. So in case you skipped the intro, Lenormand is meant to be read literally because every card has a meaning, and as they fall by the other cards, the meaning could change slightly, although every author might have a slight variation. There isn't a whole lot of intuition that's used, but I will be using intuition with the oracle, and then of course if I get stumped in any sort of way, intuition does come through. But use your intuition as to whether this message resonates for you, okay? Because it's going to be a pretty clear-cut message here. We're doing a 9-card tableau with this general message, what you're needing to hear. I did want to let you guys know I'm taking a little bit of a break, so you might not hear from me for a bit, but I will be doing the zodiac readings for the lunar month, and I am shifting now from doing them monthly, because as you see, I didn't do November's zodiac reading. That will be now for the lunar month, meaning for the new moon, I will be doing the zodiac readings aligned with the new moons of each month. That way the message makes a lot more sense energetically. All right, so look out for my next reading, most likely around the new moon for the zodiacs. But other than that, I will be taking a little bit of a pause. All right, so let's take a look at the Lenormand message here before we pull any oracle. I'm super excited, pile 2, to see what this is all about. How exciting. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message For pile number 2, Spirit, what is this message all about? For the greatest and highest good of pile number 2, please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. I am so blessed. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I am truly grateful. Thank you so, so much for this opportunity to read for you. All right, so we have the mice. We have the ship. We have the stork. Oh, wow. Okay. And we have the crossroads. Okay, I see what's going on here. Let's see. We have the fish. If you guys were drawn to pile 1. Oh, you guys are the funniest. I love you guys so much. Too funny. The fish. Let's keep going. The garden. What else, spirits? There's got to be something here different. The tree. Oh. The cross. Ooh, now we're talking. And the ring. Oh my goodness, you guys are serious? I'm smiling. Okay. Let's see. You guys might have been drawn to 1 in some way, okay? There could be multiple messages coming through here that resonate for you specifically. Use your own intuition. This is a collective reading. Not everything is going to be 100% for your story. Just take what fits, and what doesn't, just leave behind for someone else, okay? The mice. A nagging feeling, an irritation, something that keeps popping up. That is, you can't quite figure it out. Back and forth, not quite sure. You're in this energy, okay? So there's a decision that needs to be made, and I feel like this decision could impact you in a quite significant way for the long term. So it's like a long-term decision in regards to something about you here that I feel like you see this as a decision that could bring you abundance, that could bring health, but it could impact your family in some way, because the tree is all about family, longevity, health, long-term abundance, and also it could be the family tree. So a decision about the family tree that's got you in your mind, okay? The mice, the ship, and the stork. You're having to sort through how to navigate and move. Could be travel, delivery of some piece of information. The stork brings news. The stork brings certain things like babies and stuff. So I feel like there is news about travel. There is news about movement. There's news about how to move along with something here. The mouse, the fish, and the ring. The ring is contract. The ring is an offer. The ring is commitment. In regards to abundance, wealth, the future longevity of something here that has you kind of sitting in some state of anxiety. Oh, you guys, are you guys waiting on a decision here? Waiting to hear. Are you guys waiting to hear from pile 1? Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be crazy? I feel like there's an understanding here in regards to a commitment, an offer, something that is being formalized to the next level in some way that could bring a lot of abundance to your future. And it could go either which way right now. And so we have the crossroads, the fish, and the garden. And so I feel like the garden talking about networking, is talking about parties, is talking about, could be certainly talking about groups of people. This could be an event here. And if you're waiting for like a proposal of sorts, this could mean a gathering of people for an event like a wedding. Wow. Okay, so there's decision here that you're going to have to make in regards to long-term abundance. I feel that might impact a lot of other people. Or also this could mean how others will perceive a decision you made around your future abundance. But I feel like it hasn't been decided yet. I feel like you're still contemplating whether to move one way or another. And one way could certainly be very abundant, but it might impact your friends, it might impact your family, it might impact your environment, especially if you have to move, because I feel like this is moving, this is travel. So your whole friend network and groups of people might change or shift in some way. We have the tree, the cross, and the ring. So the cross has two meanings. One, which is that of the pain we suffer, the cross we bear. It's enduring suffering in some way. Cross also could be faith and religion. So this could mean a marriage. This could mean being faithful, being committed to your family, being committed to the health of your family tree, your legacy. Yeah, being committed to your family tree in some way and being very faithful. Both of these are showing the longevity of something. So I feel like there is a long-term investment here, commitment. There's a long-term consideration of something here that could bring a lot of abundance, that could change your whole world in some way, that you're contemplating or waiting on to hear from or to deliver the message. We have the ship, the fish, and the cross. So it's like trusting that the abundance here will come from your decision to move towards this. Or that there will be some movement in regards to abundance around what you're wanting here, what you're trusting, and with your faith. Like you have a lot of faith around abundance happening here in some way, either coming to you or you moving towards it, but moving abundance. The stork, the garden, and the ring. This is a gathering or a party here of a group of people that you'll feel like you're having to be obligated to, like you're communicating some sort of obligation or delivering some sort of invitation to some sort of gathering in regards to your commitment, your obligation to attend some sort of commitment here. Okay, we'll pull some oracle cards, and if we don't get too much more, we might pull a bit more Lenormand cards. I don't know. Let's see. As my email goes off, spirits, what is this message then? Why are we seeing this for the viewer? What is the message here that they're supposed to? I just heard, have faith. Have faith. So there is a level of trust here. Okay, well, why are we seeing this, though? Why does the viewer need to know for pile number 2, Spirit? What is the message? We have act of love and objectivity. Act of love and objectivity. Look, I feel like this guy has wings and he's delivering something here. I don't know what that is. What is that? Sorry, I don't know. It was handcuffs? Can be handcuffs to something. Act of love and objectivity. I feel like you're waiting on some sort of act of love or some sort of delivery of love that's based on love. Like a delivery of something that's based on love. Like an offer, like a commitment, like a long-term thing here that brings abundance. The fact that you have the fish in the center, this is very positive because the card in the center carries a lot of weight, which is abundance and wealth. And a lot of your cards are very, very positive here. I feel like you're being asked to have faith and trust that whatever's being delivered to you is around love. I mean, the ring is a higher level of commitment. His contracts is long-term or for a duration of the long-term with the tree here. But I feel it impacts family. It impacts roots. It impacts your life, certainly. Your environment, certainly. So, spirits, can we get some more? Why is pile number 2 seeing this message? We have absence. And the guy's face is all blurred out, and he's also carrying something here. What is he carrying? Act of love. It's like you're waiting for someone who is not present and coming in. This is both like incoming, I feel. So are you like nervous or anxious about whether someone's coming in, delivering something here, like an offer, like a commitment, long-term offer? So maybe you need to have faith around someone coming in or making a decision, and so you're anxious about this incoming delivery of love or something that can impact you for the long term here. I don't think I read the tree, the fish, and the stork, so I did miss this diagonal. This is long-term abundance. This is like the delivery of, or the communication of, coming in with abundance in regards to your long-term legacy, your family situation here. So are you waiting for an offer that's going to impact you in the long term here, and you're needing to have faith? And with the absence, it's like something's not happening, or someone's not there, or you're waiting for there to be someone to come in. And we do have a child here. So this could impact a child, or this could be the fact that it is still fairly new, because children represent newness. The stork could represent a child as well. Starting a family. This could be innocence, or being a novice in some way, starting something different. It could be the beginning of a commitment in some way. Starting a family with the tree and the child and the stork. Are you planning a baby shower? There is some sort of event here. And I'm feeling child. I'm feeling family, children, legacy. Okay, what else, Spirit? Why are we seeing this? So you are being asked to keep faith here for whatever it is that you've been enduring. I feel like you've been enduring something here quite lengthy. Explorer. Explorer. Yeah, this sort of a young mindset here is giving me the Explorer. So maybe you're exploring something very new to you. And you're being asked to trust. You're being asked to allow yourself to explore what's going on here. I kind of feel like almost allow things to unfold. And then we have grave with absence. This could mean grave as well. Have you lost someone? I feel like you've lost someone. Maybe you've been separated from someone here. And you're waiting on communication in some way. I feel you feel apart from somebody here. And you're being asked to have faith. And if you have lost somebody physically, I do apologize, pile number 2. Because that is a lot of pain. I don't feel so much pain coming from your Lenormand cards, but I feel like there is a need for you to explore a part of yourself here that does bring an abundance. And with right beside this garden card, this is attending parties, this is networking, this is getting back out in the field. And maybe you're torn between a decision to explore. You're being torn between how to find abundance for yourself, to put yourself back out, to decide to do this, to decide to be able to move forward in some way, to commit yourself to this. So if you're stuck in some way, Spirit is saying allow yourself to explore, allow yourself to innocently kind of see what you can that's out there for you, because you don't have to carry a burden or, you know, carry pain forever. But I do feel like you're looking at something very long-term here. And you're being asked to keep the faith, trust, but allow yourself to explore. Even if you feel like you're, I don't know, like someone's missing or something's missing here. Because I do feel like you're anticipating a delivery of some information or something or some offer. We have bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you have to do the strength but you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will you will feel so much lighter when you do. I can't read. What is going on with me? Ay vey. Okay, so bravery, pile 2. Bravery. I feel the bravery is in allowing yourself to explore. The bravery is in allowing yourself to make a decision here to lean towards what you want here. Because I feel like there is something that you're wanting. And maybe you feel like what's nagging you here is how to move. So it says here, act of love, objectivity. So maybe you got to be very objective about doing things in the name of love. Like what is abundant to you? You know, despite what's happened in the past here. What do you want to commit to? Do you want to commit to suffering and pain, or do you want to commit to faith that there will be something that is fruitful here for you for the long term, that is abundant, that will grow to leave behind a legacy here, like a family? But you'll need to explore this with an innocent mind in some way. You'll have to make that decision and not be so torn about it here, and be brave. Change. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. You're hanging on to something that you're being asked to let go of. This would require you to change. Change of mindset, I feel here. Pile 2. It's okay. Check in. When you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in with how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier, excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It's always so helpful. Are you feeling very heavy and burdened here by your set of circumstances? By remaining, because I feel like there's something that you're remaining in here that makes you feel heavy. And maybe you're being asked to explore, which would require change. It makes you feel a little uncomfortable, but at the same time, it doesn't keep you stuck to something here that I feel like has brought you a lot of pain. That might already be over. That might be not exactly as you had wanted it to be in some way. Lighten up. You're being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious. Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it's not always easy to be here on earth, but you can always find time to laugh, be silly, and have fun. It's so important that you do so. I don't like when people tell me to lighten up, because when I don't want to lighten up, I don't want to lighten up. So you don't have to lighten up, but what I feel like what Spirit is communicating here is there is a situation here that has been very difficult. Okay, and maybe you're having to accept some sort of difficulty here as being something that you can let go of and move away from, to be able to allow there to be love and allow there to be abundance, allow yourself to explore in some way. But this would require you to be brave. This would require you to allow yourself to see yourself as someone who is deserving of, you know, now bringing in a different type of energy for yourself around love. And this could mean having to put yourself out there, like I said, maybe with people that you feel like, I don't know, like you have to relearn people or put yourself out on the market in some way. All right, so we have change coming out again. You guys definitely might be tied to 1, because change came out twice, not this one, but it kept coming out for pile 1. So I do feel there's a connection in some way. 9 is the Hermit in the tarot, which is Virgo. Could be significant, but I feel like I'm feeling Taurus energy also coming from this pile, so Earth. But I feel like you've been in your mind. I feel like you've been hermited. I feel like if there is a party, if there is an invitation, if you're getting delivery of an invitation, to do it. Pile number 2, because I feel you might find someone there or something there that you can commit to. But you'll have to allow yourself to intermingle in some way here, okay? But that would require you to change. And I do feel like with this little buggy full of like suitcases and things, and the ship meaning travel, you might have to travel. You might have to leave your area here to go do whatever it is that you need to do, instead of being withdrawn and removed. We have toil and labor, 38. So this is work. And I feel like this is having to work on doing something. So maybe you haven't been working on the change you need to do. Maybe you haven't been working on coming out of hermit. Maybe you haven't been working on this other part of your life or yourself that I feel like you're kind of torn about, which regards the future of your family or love, or how it is that love is entering your life in some way. Because I feel like there is something abundant to be had here for you, and you're remaining stuck in some way. But there's no need to be stuck. False person, number 8. 8 is the Strength card in the tarot. False person, somebody wearing a mask in some way. I feel like this is your energy, to be honest, pile number 2. I feel like you're telling yourself something, an untruth here about that you can't find abundance, or that you're stuck to some situation that's fixed, that is meant to be in some way, or that happiness is not meant for you, or that you are unable to find happiness, or that it is very, very difficult here in some way for you to find abundance for yourself. But all you got to do is choose it for yourself. And so you remain in a mindset here that is 9 of Swords, that eats at you by saying you deserve something with your actions, but knowing maybe inside you deserve something else, which would require you to come out, which would require you to engage, which would require you maybe to travel, to move, to let go, to change. to explore, to be young at heart, in order for you then to find the health and the longevity and leave behind a legacy here, something you are deserving of. So keep the faith here. Don't give up on yourself, you know, and maybe there was a very, very difficult connection or situation that's ended in some way. So now it's time to allow yourself to release any heaviness that you still have tied to this, that doesn't allow you to move, that doesn't allow you to be open and receptive to what's being delivered, because I feel like the universe is delivering you something here. You'd have to be brave to accept this. You have to be brave to consider this. You'd have to be brave to trust that you deserve abundance, that you deserve to choose this for yourself, but you have to choose this. Okay, so check in with yourself. Are you still stuck on a situation here that isn't bringing you abundance, that makes you feel alone, that makes you feel like someone is missing, that makes you feel like you are removed and withdrawn from society and exploring and having fun and all that stuff? Because if that's how you feel currently, then it's time to make the decision to change. Now it's time to be brave, to explore outside of this, okay? No longer hanging on to a belief here that you might paint it in your mind here out of anxiety. And if you're waiting for someone to come with some sort of delivery of something, I feel like maybe you don't know who this is, but you're just waiting for someone to come with some sort of delivery. In order for you to receive this from the universe, you have to be brave and make the decision to come out of whatever state you're in, and that the universe doesn't just drop whatever in your lap if you're not vibrating in an energy that is receptive to receiving from the universe. So the universe wants to give you something. There is something to come towards you. There is something wanting to be delivered in way of commitment, abundance, long-term stability, health, longevity, family. Okay, but you got to be willing to explore a side of yourself maybe that you haven't been able to explore. This will require bravery and change. Okay, pile number 2, this is your message. I hope this helped, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, my beautiful. Pile number 3, you picked the Dreaming Way Lenormand deck. Beautiful. So if you're new to Lenormand cards, they are read literally and then with the cards around it. So there is generally one sort of meaning, well, not one, but a meaning attributed to that card that is the meaning. But obviously the authors of these decks could slightly add a variant to that meaning, but the meaning is the meaning, and it's read to be in a certain way. So there's not a whole lot of intuition when reading the Lenormand deck, although I will be pulling oracle cards and using my intuition for parts that don't quite make sense to me because I read with my intuition. But we will be reading more kind of literally as the cards come out, and this is going to be a general message for you, what you need to hear, or something that is being delivered as a message. I don't know what it is, but a little bit of housekeeping here. I just wanted to make mention, those of you guys wondering where my monthly zodiac reading is, because I have not done one for November. I will be aligning all of my zodiac readings with the lunar month, meaning on the new moon, I will be doing all of the zodiacs, and from here on forward, it will be aligned with the new moon for the month ahead. I will not be doing the calendar months because energetically it does not make sense for me to do it that way. So all the zodiac readings will now be aligned with the new moon. In fact, that might be my next reading. So I am taking a little bit of a break in case you're wondering where I've been or where I will be going. Just taking a little bit of a pause here, okay? So if you don't hear from me, that's what's happening. But you will most likely see, or yeah, we'll see those zodiac readings coming out around the new moon. All right, so Lenormand reading here for beautiful pile number 3. What is this message? What is this about, Spirit? Clear and concise, greatest and highest good of pile 3 for this message that they are needing to hear. Thank you so much. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. And thank you so, so much, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you. Thank you so much. All right, we have the stork. All right, stork energy. We'll be doing a 9-card tableau, so we'll lay all the cards out and then we'll read them as the story rang. Okay, cute. Ship. Somehow I feel all three piles are connected. Oh, okay, let's see all the cards. All the cards first. This is too funny. You guys make me laugh how this energy just keeps bleeding through. I felt 2 tied to 1. I feel 3 tied to 2. Tree. Pretty much every single one of these cards came out for pile 2 so far. Dog. Okay, yay. New card. Dog. What else? Spirits. Look how cute this card is. Isn't that just the cutest? And we have whips. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Lady. Letter. And cross. This came out for pile 2. You guys could certainly be tied to 2, and 2 is most likely tied to 3 in some way. So, okay. But whatever you were drawn to is most likely the message for you. All right, so let's start. Stork, ring, and ship. So I feel like the fact we see the stork here, stork talks all about delivery. It talks all about incoming delivery. It could be a message or a piece of information coming in, being delivered in whatever format comes. I can't help but see the letter down here, which might be the form of communication coming in. But I feel like there is movement or some sort of incoming energy here of a commitment, of a contract, of an offer of sorts, okay? Because I feel like you're being offered something here coming in or coming towards you. And I do feel this intuitively coming in, but for those of you guys who know of you planning some sort of travel, because this could be travel, you might have to move in the direction of the commitment. Like you're moving towards delivering some information in regards to a contract. So a contract about, I don't know, like this contract could involve a whole bunch of things. We haven't got there yet, but contracts could be offers for future sort of agreements between 2 parties. This could be, you know, an offer like a marriage offer. This could be starting a family with the stork here. This could be, yeah, commitment, contract, offer, committing to a family, committing to a relationship in some way. But I feel like with the ship talking about movement, it's like either this is energy that is moving towards you or energy that you're moving. I feel 2 energies here. And I know I said I wasn't reading this intuitively, but energetically, I feel like your energy is moving away in some way from some commitment. And I feel there's an energy of commitment or some delivery of something coming towards you. So take that as it resonates, because I'm not sure which side you're falling in. And it could be because I'm reading for a lot of people here that some's moving away and some's moving towards. And I don't know which you are, but energetically, that's how I'm feeling it here. 2 incoming and outgoing. Okay, the stork, the tree, and the lady. I feel the lady is your energy in some way, although it doesn't have to mean that you are, you know, born feminine. It's just this is divine feminine energy that's coming through in your reading. So I feel like by the tree could be the family units. The tree is all about long-term family health, vitality, the longevity of something here, like our own legacy that we're leaving behind in some way. So I feel like there is a delivery here of some long-term beneficial thing, or like a contract or something here that's going to be a long term, a long vision of something that's going to impact your life, that's going to impact your family tree, that's going to impact I feel this is a long-term life impact here of something that is coming in, being delivered to you. And this could be with somebody that you consider family, soul family, sister, mother, wife, feminine energy in some way. Like I feel like there is a strong long-term energy coming through here. Let's see, this might get clear as we continue onward. So we have the stork, the dog, and the cross. Cross is painful because it's sometimes the cross we bear and the trials and tribulations we experience, and especially because we have the whip right above it, but which is not a very positive card. I feel like there's been a lot of struggle and challenge. And this could be around the loyalty of a friend or the trusting, because the cross is all about faith. Trusting in the loyalty of something coming in, or the expectation delivery of something that maybe you were keeping your faith about, that you're hopeful about here. Could be a friend coming through or pulling through with something that you were waiting on as far as a delivery or a message or a communication of a contract or an agreement of sorts that would impact your future, could impact what you're building, could impact your roots, where you lay your family. I feel like, yeah, like there's a strong energy here of trying to keep your faith about something and being dedicated and loyal to a certain person, a certain friend, or just a person in general. I'm not sure. It seems like a very good friend here with the dog in the middle. The fact that the dog is in the middle, this is a lot of weight to your reading, which is all about loyalty, friendship. So we have the tree, the dog, and the whips. The whips is probably one of the more negative cards in the tarot, because this is by force. This is like painful. This is disagreement. So maybe there is a disagreement with a very good friend who you were very loyal to in regards to the future stability for yourself in some way, or some growth here about something that would take some time, and it might very well be impacting your health in some way. But I feel like there's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of pain, suffering in regards to this. And maybe you feel like you've been loyal or dedicated to something that hasn't brought you anything but pain. Because I feel like you wanted something longer term. I feel like you wanted something healthy. I feel like you wanted something that would grow to abundance. I feel like you wanted something that would impact your life, your family line, or your future abundance in some way, with something that would be solid. But I feel like maybe all you experience is strife. Maybe all you experienced was conflict in some way from something you were loyal to, or someone you were loyal to or dedicated to, which is very painful. So we have the lady, the letter, and the cross. I feel like faith in communication in there being a communication open. I feel like either you want to remain in communication here with someone that you feel is a close friend, or that you feel loyal to, or you're having trouble in keeping your faith open or trusting that there will be communication with this person. Because I feel like you want to communicate, or there's at least something you want to be able to express yourself in some way, and you're needing to trust and have faith, but at the same time, there's too much pain here. I feel there's too much pain to communicate. There's too much pain to express yourself. So I don't know that you're fully able to express yourself, or feel like you could express yourself. This could mean religion as well. Could be spirituality. I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be religion. In the Lenormand, though, it definitely could mean religion. But I feel like it's maybe turning to something more spiritual, maybe opening the line of communication here with spirit, because I feel like you have suffered something here in regards to someone that you could have considered a friend. I'm not seeing any cards of betrayal here, but all I see is conflict. And I feel you wanted something more secure. So now we have the ship, the whips, and the cross. And the ship, like I said, is about movement and travel. And this is difficulty and conflict. And this is also pain and suffering, endurance of some sort of movement, of how maybe things were moving in a very turbulent way. And maybe there was a lot of conflict in regards to traveling. Maybe there was pain and suffering and conflict here in something in regards to the progression of something, how something was moving. I feel it wasn't moving. I'm going to be reading this intuitively, even though this means movement, because this ship is in a little tub and it can't move any which way. It is stuck. And look at the clouds are crying. It's turbulent and confusion because this ship was not moving. But I mean, the tree doesn't move either. So I don't think there was, you wanted there to be movement, but I feel like you wanted there to be growth. I think you wanted something to flourish, which would require a level of commitment or an agreement of a long-term plan of something that would be healthy with a friend, a communication of this. But I feel like there was no progress, and so it caused a lot of conflict. And maybe you're trying to keep some faith alive here in some way, or expecting some delivery or some information to come in, or something more to come in regards to this, where I feel there has been nothing but disappointment and stagnancy. So the lady, the dog, and the ship. Yeah, it's like, again, I feel like maybe you're feeling like, how do I move away from someone I was loyal to? You know, maybe you were loyal to this person. Again, I was reading this as you, but as we read it in different angles, it could be that you were dedicated and loyal here to someone that you're trying to move away from, and you're not quite sure how to move away. And I do feel like you consider this person a good friend, or someone you were loyal to. Or this person could have been loyal to you, And for whatever reason, there was a lot of suffering around here. Okay, so I think I don't think I read all the rows. So we have the ring, the dog, and the letter. This is communication from a friend, from someone who's loyal in regards to a commitment. This is a contract coming forward, being delivered. This is communication in regards to an offer, commitment, contracts, agreements. And then the ship, the whips, and the cross. I thought I read this. Yeah, like suffering and strife here around something that wasn't moving, I feel. Or how to move from something here, because I feel like it feels like it's stuck. It's not able to move any which way. So there's a lot of conflict, or it's like how to move out of conflict with someone, because maybe you're not seeing eye to eye about something in regards to commitment, in regards to a contract, in regards to the future growth of something here. So there's a lot of having to trust spirit, having to trust faith, but it's like it's enduring pain and suffering here in a disagreement, because it's very difficult to move away from, or to move towards, or to make any sort of movement here. Like I said, it might require travel in some way, but there's a lot of confusion and sadness I feel here. So now I feel I read every line. Did I? I don't know why this one seems like I'm constantly reading lines. I think that is... yeah, I think I read every diagonal I'm able to here. Okay, so it's still a little unclear, but we'll read oracles, and if we need more, we will pull more Lenormand, because you know me, I like to get to the bottom of what this is all for. So let's see. Let's ask Spirit, what is this message all about then? Why is pile number 3 seeing this message? What is being communicated to pile 3 in regards to this situation with this friend, with this commitment, with this offering and delivery and travel and non-movement? What is going on here, Spirit? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. What is this all about? We have driver, the movement of something. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I feel like you're expecting movement, you're wanting movement, you're wanting the delivery of something to come to you in some way, and I feel like something feels stuck or something's not moving, so maybe you're being asked to have some faith here in the movement. But yeah, like, I mean, this guy has wings and a bike, so if he can't bike there, he's gonna fly there. But I feel like, you know, look, there's like lots of clouds here too. I feel it's clouds, or is that water? Looks like water and clouds. And water represents emotions, and clouds represents confusion in some way. And we saw clouds there. So it's like someone's confused, having to navigate through their emotions in order to find a way to have movements here in whatever this situation is. And so I feel they feel stuck in some way, but the fact that this person has everything that they can to have movement, a bike and wings, they'll find a way to move in the right direction. But I feel like this person's confused and having to navigate through emotions that might be a little bit turbulent right now. So let's pull some more and see why is Spirit showing this for you guys. Personality. This came out for pile 1. Like, look at all these cards, and I already did 2 and we shuffled like crazy. This card came out, personality. So this is someone's way of being. So I feel like somebody's way of being here might have caused conflict, you know, and maybe you were loyal to somebody here, but they're in some sort of energy here that I don't know, isn't really allowing there to be growth, isn't allowing there to be some sort of formal contract. Act of love as is. We saw act of love, I think, for pile 2, but not this card. As is. I feel like there is a need to accept things in a way here as they are for right now, as is. There is nothing further to be done. That's what this message is telling me, okay? So act of love, I feel there's love, I feel there's loyalty, and I feel this is true. I feel like there's nothing here that shows an untruth, but I see a lot of pain. So, and I feel like the pain is really around an inability to move, either forwards or backwards, because there is confusion and there is navigating through this and maybe someone's way of being in some way, but that's the only pain I really see here. So there's a need to accept sort of what is as love. And we have teacher, and this is all about understanding and learning something from an experience. So we've learned a lesson here. We've learned something here. This taught us something about ourselves. This taught us something. And so we're needing to take this lesson in some way and allow what is, and what's unfolding to unfold. I feel like in the center here, like we talked about, there is communication here from a loyal friend in regards to an offer or a commitment, or this friend is delivering information regarding this, or delivering a contract. But I feel like something does feel very stuck at the same time. So Spirit, why are we seeing this? What more can pile number 4 understand about this situation? We have patience. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It is not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there's a reason why things aren't aligning in the way you want them to in this moment. Have patience. It will eventually work out. There's a lesson. There's something to be learned here. There's a need to embrace patience, to allow what is for now. Allow people to be who they are for now. Okay, so what else, Spirit? Why are we seeing this? Patience and faith. You're being asked to have. Oh my gosh, did I not just say this? My goodness, have faith. Yes. It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay, yet still you must do exactly that, because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. Pile number 3. Wow. Your energy is coming through quite strong here. I feel like you feel very saddened by a situation here. Like I said, it's very heavy energy, but I mean, for the most part, everything feels light with love. So what else, Spirit? Can we get some more? Why is this message coming out for pile 3? Like, what are they needing to know here? What's going to help them? Keeping faith, being patient, allowing what is to be. Celebrate. You're being asked to celebrate a recent accomplishment, no matter how big or small. Do something special to commemorate the moment. You deserve that and so much more. So maybe you're not allowing yourself to celebrate these little wins because you're kind of maybe feeling a lot of conflict, suffering, pain from a situation that you're still experiencing here in some way, or learning from in some way. But I feel like if you slowly start to shift on the little things you can celebrate, you can release yourself from pain in some way. But I do feel there is a need to process this lesson. So maybe you're just processing. Have patience. Pause. You're being asked to pause before making a quick decision and moving forward. Allow yourself to step back. Look at all the possible outcomes and make sure you're heading in the right direction before moving forward. So this does feel like pause. This feels like this big ship should be navigating in the ocean, and it's kind of paused, trying to figure out which way to go. So maybe you're not quite sure which way to go and you feel like you're paused in some way. So you're being asked to review this, but I feel like there is an energy around you here of, like I said, either this is the loyal friend or someone here that I feel is on pause in some way, having to navigate through emotions, having to understand and experience here and fully flesh out whatever this is in order to evaluate the right outcome in order to move in whichever direction they need to move. So this person's being asked to be patient on self. This person's being asked to have faith that the right answer is going to come when it comes, based on their understanding of what they've learned. and not to rush things and feel like they have to rush something here, because I feel like whatever's going to happen is going to happen when it happens. So there's a need to accept things as they are. But in the meantime, be able to celebrate the little wins here and not be so focused on what isn't working, because I do feel there's something stuck here, okay, with the pause and this little ship that's not allowing there to be movement. So yeah, let's pull 3 of these, or however many is going to want to come out here in regards to what does pile 3 need to know? What's going to help them? There's multiple messages here. What can they do? What is unclear here? What is going to help pile 3 in regards to the situation? Clear and concise message, Spirit, for pile 3. Thank you so much. 1, 2, 3. We have distant horizons. This came out for pile 1, and we have the anchor. And I mean, the anchor is this ring here, because this is all about commitment. This is all also this tree, which is this rooted stability, but it's also weighed down in some way, because the anchor is keeping us kind of, it's a heavy feeling of being weighed down here. And here we see the ship. The ship with the anchor means it's not moving, but I feel like this ship is now detached from an anchor, which allows there to be movement. So there is a need to let go, okay? There's a need to let go of maybe some sort of idea to allow what is for now, so there could be movement, because I feel like there's a need to find some sort of stability, some sort of commitment, some sort of anchor. But then there's also a need to allow things to move, allow things to breathe, allow there to be personality in some way, for there to be a figuring out, because with teacher, it's all about learning. So I feel like there's an energy that needs to learn by pausing, reviewing, taking this stop, this break, this inability to move and figure out and have patience on self to understand, and the emotions and the clouds, and decide. And there's also a need for somebody to have patience as things flesh out in some way here, so that things will move in a direction, either which way, once things are ready to be moving. So in the interim, have patience. Celebrate little wins here. Understand that there is a loyalty. I feel this loyalty in the middle here very strongly. So there's a dedication. There's a commitment to a friendship that I feel is very strong here. And I feel it's going to stand the test of time. That it might have been built over time, but I feel is very beautiful, very abundant. Okay, so no amount of conflict here, or pain or suffering, is going to deny some sort of growth here. Okay, we have main female, we have lady here as well. So I mean, the main female could be you, and it could just be that you're looking at someone here as this, I mean, someone you're committing to here with this main female, the other person, the friend, this loyal energy, okay? But it doesn't have to be a female so much as this is feminine energy. And I think this is the most important piece here, is with feminine energy comes an allowance for there to be receiving, and an allowance to allow there to be love, nurturing, compassion, patience, all the divine feminine energy, because then there will be movement. So when we're not trying to make things happen, when we're not in a masculine energy of trying to focus on an outcome or do something, we're just open and receptive. We're open and receptive. We allow there to be movement. We allow what is. So I feel like there's a need to allow things to be in a certain way, so that there's breathing room for there to be movement. And I do feel like with the 2 here, this is a decision, this is a choice. So maybe there is a choice to be made here that you're not able to make, or that hasn't been made, because I feel like there needs to be an openness to accept something here that might have not have been fully learnt yet, or accepted in some way. And it's going to be a process and a lesson. So we need to have patience, keep our faith, allow things to unfold, accept what is right now, and really review what's going on here and just maintain who we are in some way here without losing who we are. Wealthy man. So pile number 3, like, I feel like you can have a lot of abundance here. And there's my phone. Just give me a minute. All right, sorry about that. Telemarketer. So with the wealthy man, usually when I get an interruption, it confirms what's about to come out or what's being said here with the wealthy man. I feel like there could be a lot of abundance for you, okay? Whatever is happening here with this loyal friend, with this planning of a future and commitment, I feel like there could be so much abundance here. But I think that's the thing, is that there's so much potential. And in order for there to be potential manifested, something has to happen. And I feel like the sadness here is the fact that there is potential that is unexplored. It hasn't been explored yet. It hasn't been delivered yet. It hasn't happened yet. So there is this big question mark and this sadness and this conflict around untapped, unexplored potential of abundance here. And knowing that this abundance could be very wealthy and very prosperous and very abundant causes pain. But I feel like there needs to be a shifting of allowing there to be time, whatever time is required here, for there to be lessons learned, for there to be an exploration of an understanding of the full situation. So I feel like there's an energy that needs to sort out something here, okay? Because I feel like there's a whole lot of an ability to do something, but there's also a not doing something, because one is kind of stuck in some way. So if you're not stuck, just allow there to be, like with the divine feminine energy, she just allows to be what is and understands that through patience and keeping faith that whatever is supposed to unfold happens without trying to control an outcome, celebrating the wins outside of this, not being stuck. And I feel like if the energy here is of you feeling stuck in some way, not knowing, then I feel like you know that there's abundance to be had for you here with wealthy men. And wealth could be anything that you find wealthy for you. It doesn't have to be financial wealth. It could be wealth in a long-term commitment, planning of a family, of a friendship, of a dynamic here that I feel could be very wealthy for you. But I feel like there needs to be a pause in understanding something that I feel you're being shown, that you're experiencing here about self, or about this whole thing that's going to allow you to move, allow you to understand something, so that there could be movement. But you'll have to have patience with yourself. You'll have to understand that things are being shown to you in a way for you to become wiser, for you to trust that whatever's happening here is happening for you. But there is abundance for you. And that you do have a decision and a choice to make for yourself. But when you're very confused, then it keeps you stuck in some way. So further learning, an ability to be receptive to what you're being taught in some way. Okay, so this is what I see here for pile 3. I hope this helped you guys. I don't know that we're so clear on what's going on here, because I do feel there's 2 energies. I mean, we see the female, we see the male. I feel like I want to pull maybe, I didn't do this on the other piles, but I just feel like we need something that's going to like wrap up this sort of message. Like what more is there that I'm missing? Why does this feel like I'm missing something, Spirit? Can we get 3 cards here to close out this reading? What more is pile 3 needing to know in regards to this situation? What more is needing to be revealed here so that pile 3 understands what's going on here in this reading? Thank you so much, Spirit. Kindred. Oh my goodness, kindred. Look at best friends. soulmates. Kindred spirits. That's this loyalty. I did feel such a strong connection here with this person. You guys don't have to be the same sex here, but I feel like kindred. These two look like twins. I feel like there is a connection here with this person, okay? I feel like you guys might be kindred spirits in some way, which is a very difficult lesson here. Sovereign. So it's how do we maintain our sovereignty? How do we maintain independence? How do we maintain our personality when we're connected here? Because this is a lesson that needs to be learned. It's like individuality. It's like being on our own versus being with someone is two different energies, and we need to learn our own value, our own abundance within self before we can learn abundance with another. No matter how loyal, no matter how close we are, no matter how much of the same energy we're experiencing here with another, we need to be independent on our own, understand our own self-value, our own sovereignty, our own independence, because we come alone in this world and we die alone in this world. But there is also a lesson to be learned on togetherness, working together, working with another. Oh my goodness, I'm getting goosebumps. Messenger. Oopsie. Messenger. Ladder. Stork. I feel like there is a message here coming through, and either you're delivering this message, because the stork is the first card here, and maybe you're coming forward and you're not quite sure and you feel stuck, but you want to deliver a message in regards to commitment, in regards to an offering here about loyalty, in regards to the friendship. Letters all about communicating, messenger, delivery of a communication. So if you're planning on communicating something here, allow yourself to pause, allow yourself to understand, allow yourself to explore what does self-love and independence and freedom mean, and what does this connection with this person, this loyal person that you feel very tied to here with this kindred. This could be twin flames, this could be soulmates, this could be your best friend that you feel like a soul tie to. And it's like, how to understand this is definitely a lesson, but I feel like something's being communicated. And if you're not the one communicating, then trust, have faith, have patience that there will be some sort of communication. And maybe you haven't heard from this person, or maybe this person seems very removed, very, I feel isolated in some way. So maybe you feel isolated from this person or not together in some way. But allow what is here, because I think this is out of love that something from love will be created. It's like showing ourselves love and our self-worth. And look, she's holding this book. It kind of looks like a Bible in some way. The book is all about knowledge, wisdom. This kind of looks like a book here too, or a blackboard, but it's like more information, knowledge, and this book's sealed. So I feel like there's more to be understood. There's more to be learned here with the teacher in regards to our faith, in regards to self-sovereignty, more knowledge, something yet to be revealed here that we still need to learn. And I think we still need to learn about self-love. We still need to learn about self. We still need to learn about independence. We still need to give ourselves love, be patient with self, be receptive. And Divine Feminine is the Empress, which is all about abundance, self-love, unconditional love of self. So I feel like that's being explored, or needing to be explored here, before there is an opening of love, which is the act of love, of loving another, because we can't necessarily know how to love another unless we know how to love self. So this is all out of love. As is. Allow things to be as they are, because there is massive lessons being learned here. And I feel like there is a soul tie, a soul contract. Oh my goodness. Now I see this. You have a soul contract here with somebody. I'm getting goosebumps. Pile number 3. And your contract with this person is exactly what you're learning right now, and it's unfolding as it needs to unfold. And part of it is so painful, but that's how contracts go, because we learn what we need to trust, who we need to trust, and we learn about ourselves with these soul contracts. that are painful, that cause conflict, but it also learns or teaches us how to have faith. And the soul contract, I really feel, is testing your loyalty and, yeah, to yourself and to this person, and how to unweave what's what. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I do feel there is communication and a messenger coming in here with communication. So I don't know how long, but I feel like however long it is, it's fine. However long is, just let what is. Have faith. Focus on other things that you can celebrate in the meantime here. Okay, I feel there's dual messages here for you guys. So this is very interesting because I feel like all three piles somehow are connected again. And I feel like one energy's on one energy's on the other, and a blended energy on this one. So this is what I have. I'm glad I did that final because it is giving me a lot of goosebumps, but it definitely tied everything with a bow here, which is trust that whatever's supposed to unfold will unfold. And if you're supposed to be expecting some sort of communication or information that hasn't come yet, it will come in time. Once lessons are learned, once the lesson in sovereignty and self-love and divine feminine unconditional love of self, independence is learned, then there is a way to have an understanding of how we can engage with another here. This is the soul contract, okay? So, pile 3. I love you very much. I won't see you for a bit. I will miss you guys. I hope you guys find your way through this. Let me know in the comments, all right? I'll see you soon. Bye.